How to become an advanced soccer player. Soccer is a great sport that anyone can get involved with and have fun playing. To become an advanced player, however, you need to start early and work hard. You'll need to work on your fitness, and learn to imitate the soccer greats, but most of all you'll need to have enthusiasm for the game. Practice is the only key to advanced soccer skills, but you want to make sure you're practicing the right things. Improving your general play. Play as much as possible with friends or local club teams. Get your friends together for a pickup game, or join your local club team to get touches each week. You will never get better if you aren't playing soccer as often as possible. At the end of the day, there are no shortcuts to becoming an advanced player except playing and practicing frequently. Try out for the best teams in your areas. Better coaches and competition will help you improve at a much faster rate. If you have no one to play with, go outside and shoot 100 shots against the wall, or pass back and forth. Juggle or work on your tricks in the yard. All you need to become a better soccer player is a ball and the will to work. Pick up your pace of play. Advanced players see someone, make a decision, and execute the pass, shot, or move in milliseconds. The best way to become an advanced player is to work on these quick decisions. To do so, don't hold on to the ball for too long. 1-3 quick touches and a pass or shot is usually enough. The longer you have the ball, the longer defenders have to get ready. If you want to dribble, attack with pace. Make the defender react to you quickly instead of giving them time to get in position. Let the ball do the work. You can never run faster than the ball can travel. So move the ball often. Changing the field with the cross or through pass can throw the other team into disarray. If you lose the ball or get beaten, immediately turn and try and win the ball back, or get into position. Practice with your non-dominant foot as much as possible. The best players aren't limited to only one foot. If you are, other advanced players will quickly realize this and force you to use your weak foot, greatly diminishing your ability to pass, shoot, and defend. Whenever possible, focus on your non-dominant foot, even if it is terrible when you first start out. A two-footed soccer player is an incredible threat anywhere on the field. Learn to defend. It doesn't matter where you are on the field, the ability to win the ball back is essential for advanced players. Individual defending, 1v1, is one of the core skills of soccer players along with passing and shooting, and should not be defended. To practice, simply play against a friend, taking turns attacking and defending. Good individual defenders. Stay low. You're on the balls of your feet, knees bent slightly, in an athletic position. Force a direction. Put one foot forward and angle your body so that you're inviting the player to go one direction. Usually, this is towards another defender or the touch line, but it could be towards someone's weak foot if you know, for example, that they never use their left foot. Don't stab unless necessary. Stabbing is when you lunge out to the ball. A good defender waits until they have a good opportunity, like the ball pops a little too far forward or the attacker gets too close. Watch the hips. The belt buckle almost always telegraphs where a player is going. Feet will move rapidly, especially for tricks, and bobbing or shifting heads and shoulders are often used for fake-outs. The belt buckle, however, is roughly a player's center of gravity and is very hard to change on the fly. Use practice to improve your weak spots, not show off your talents. Practice is where you get better, not where you keep repeating the skills you've already got down. You should be making mistakes in practice, trying out your opposite foot, playing a role you don't normally play, such as working on individual defending as a striker, and working out new combinations and passes with teammates. The best players aren't afraid of embarrassing themselves at practice, they want to embarrass the other team during the game. Watch the pros play. A great way to learn is to watch someone who is more advanced than you do it. If you play a specific position, you should focus on the player who is playing your position and take note of the things that they do. Where are they when they don't have the ball? How often do they push forward or drop back on defense? What kind of passes are they looking for? The European leagues, like La Liga, the English Premier League, and the Bundesliga are often the best places to start, as well as international tournaments like the World Cup. You can also buy or borrow soccer tapes. These tapes break down different drills and tactics that will help you become an elite player. They are very easy to follow and have proved to be extremely helpful to soccer players all over the world. Take advice and guidance gracefully. Your coach is there for a reason, and they can often see things that you cannot while you're playing. Learning to take and use the advice given to you by your coach will prevent you from repeating the same mistakes over and over again, and will help you find your weak spots. Once or twice a season, ask your coach what you can do to improve. Where does he think you can get better, and what sorts of drills or ideas can you practice on your own? This is a great way to constantly find new ways to improve. Hire an individual trainer or coach if you have different goals than that of the teams you are on. Many very well-qualified coaches or college soccer players train individuals by the hour and are relatively cheap. This direct attention on the player and their needs is an excellent way to become a great player much faster. Improving foot skills. Learn to dribble with every part of your foot. Practice dribbling in a 30-yard area, varying your speed and the part of your foot used to move the ball. You want the ball to feel like a natural extension of your feet, stopping, moving, and changing direction at will. Some ways to practice this include obstacle courses. Set up cones or small objects in zigzag lines, then dribble through them with the most controlled speed you can. Your goal is to get through all the cones without hitting any or missing them. As you get better, pick up the speed. Juggling. Although this is not directly used in the actual game of soccer, being a better juggler will improve your touch and overall comfort with the ball. Juggling is simply using your whole body, minus arms and hands, to keep the ball in the air as long as possible. Start trying to get 10 touches in a row, then move up to 20, 50, and 100. Pick up your head as you dribble. This requires great foot skills, but you should start working on it as soon as possible. Advanced soccer players intuitively know where the ball is at their feet most of the time, allowing them to look up and find the next pass or shot opportunity. Though you will always look down occasionally, the more you can keep your head up the better you'll be. Practice picking your head up with every dribbling drill you do, especially in practice. Work on ball handling exercises. These simple, quick exercises are a great way to work on your foot skills, even if you would never do the actual movement in a game. For all of them, get your feet moving as quickly as possible while remaining in control. Bounce the ball in between your legs as if you are rapidly passing the ball from the inside of your right foot to the inside of your left. Work on using small movements to chop the ball back and forth. Do toe taps by leaving the ball in front of you and alternating touches on the top of it with the bottom of your foot. To get fast, try and land on the balls of your feet each time, and keep your knees slightly bent. Put the ball between your legs. Roll the bottom of your right foot on top of the ball, carrying the ball to the right. Once you've rolled over the ball, bring your right foot back to the center, passing the ball to your left foot and repeating. You can also do this in reverse, rolling the ball to the inside, pushing it to the right with the outside of your foot, then chopping it back to the center. This drill, though advanced, is a great way to practice total control. Practice passing on a dime. The best soccer players know that soccer is a team sport. Dribble too long and you will turn the ball over, every time. Thus, you need to spend the same amount of time practicing your passing as your individual foot skills. You should be able to make quick passes with one touch, not stopping the ball as it rolls to you, and be able to set up and hit a good cross in just 2 touches. Hit up against a wall for quick, easy passing practice. The worse your pass, the harder it will be to retrieve the ball and hit one back. Get a friend, usually a striker, to work on crosses with you. Stand in the corner and have your friend point out where they are going. Have them start running, then hit the cross to them so that they don't have to break stride to get the ball. Think about your weak areas and make a commitment each week to fix them. For example, if you want to work on shots, pick 2-3 days a week to go to the field and shoot for an hour. Once you feel good, use the same time to work on dribbling, or crosses, or some other advanced skill you need to practice. Perfect some advanced moves. Warm up by spending your time with the ball alone, dribble much faster with accuracy. Keep your head up slightly as you dribble the ball so you can see the field. Here are some popular moves which you should learn. Flip-flap slash snake slash the Ronaldinho. Move the ball with your outside foot to the outside, then quickly flip the ball back with the inside of your foot. Your foot will wrap around the ball, pushing it away from you, then bringing it back, fooling the defender. Stop and go. Jog slowly with the ball. Stop for a moment, placing the bottom of your foot on the ball. Then, roll the ball forward and to the side of a defender, then take a big touch and run past the frozen player. Scissors. Bring your foot over the top of the ball, faking like you're going to push it or pass it. Once the foot is over the ball, bring it back, catching the ball on the way and going to opposite direction from the one you're faked. You can do this with the inside or outside of your foot. Follow a training schedule. This should be a ritual, and not something you choose to do on certain days or at certain times. Training with the soccer ball 3-4 times a week will definitely improve your skill. Volley against the wall, or practice shooting with both feet on a trampoline or goal, if you have one. Practice foot skills, and juggle. Juggling will help with ball control. You should do this with both feet, so you are comfortable with both feet. Also, shoot and volley with both feet. Many coaches recommend spending 30 minutes or more on skills every single day. Improving your fitness. Focus on reaching match fitness. Match fitness means that you could play a full game, usually 90, without significantly tiring out and losing your skills. Soccer is a quick-moving, constant game that requires a lot of endurance, and your first benchmark should be to run for at least 45 without tiring. There are a lot of ways to practice this. To work on endurance, run 2 to 3 miles, 3.2 to 4.8 kilometers, 2 times a week and time yourself. Try to improve this each week, slowly working up to 5 to 6 miles, 8 to 10 kilometers, each run. Play games. The best way to get match fitness is to play matches. These don't have to be full games. 3v3 for an hour is an incredible way to get real, game-like endurance training. Tire yourself out every practice. Practice is where you build your endurance up in preparation for games. If you're practicing hard, tiring yourself out, you get your body used to performing with less energy, making you more effective later in the game. Try interval training. This is when you alternate jogging and sprinting on a run, usually jogging for twice the amount of time you sprint, without stopping for any breaks. This is a great way to simulate a game when you're training all alone. Increase your speed with sprint workouts. To improve your speed, work on sprinting. Find a soccer field, start from the goal line and sprint to midfield, from there jog to the next 10 line. Repeat this step, then walk the length of the field to cool down. Do this as long as possible until you are too fatigued to continue or for about 15 minutes. Speed is partially determined by genetics, but the time it takes you to hit top speed and your ability to keep sprinting is determined by your training. The more you work, the faster you'll get. Try full body workouts. Some exercises considered useful for all ages are leapfrogs, wheelbarrows, and lunges. When doing leapfrogs, start from a squatting position and leap as far as you can, rest for a couple of seconds and then repeat. When lunging, start from the standing position, step forward as far as you can with one foot and touch the ground with your knee of the non-stepping foot. Then put your weight on your foot that you first stepped with and now step forward with your opposite foot and touch the ground with your other knee. Continue to do this down the length of the field. You will need a partner to do wheelbarrows. Have your partner standing while holding your ankles. You should be in front of them with only your hands touching the ground. You should both walk simultaneously, you with your hands and your partner with their feet, to midfield. Switch positions at midfield. Do all of these exercises 2-3 times down the field, you will drastically improve your leg, abdominal strength. Work out your core and upper body, not just your legs. Just because you can't use your hands doesn't mean you shouldn't work out your arms. Having great full body strength means you can fight hard for loose balls, resist tackles from defenders, and jockey for position on headers. While you don't want to turn into the Hulk, light upper body toning is essential for great players. Lightweight training is perfect for soccer players at any position. Work on the following muscle groups 3-5 times a week. Chest and back. These muscles are essential for remaining strong on the ball and in the air. Work on 100 push-ups a day, and do as many pull-ups as you can do, completely in sets of 3. Tone your arms, basic bicep curls, dips, diamond push-ups, with your hands touching under your chest, and pull-ups are great ways to get upper body workouts without heading to the gym. Abs and core, essential for every position. Your core is how you transfer energy from your upper body to lower, essential for tight turns, big shots, powerful headers, and trapping. Sit-ups, crunches, and planks are an essential part of your workout, performed daily until you are too tired to continue.